Welcome learners. In this video, we are going to discuss about integrated channel. See, the supply chain is a collection of suppliers required to create one specific product for a company. Each supplier will have their own link in the chain that adds time and monetary cost. The theories, the methodologies, the collection of different styles and designs of the supply chain management theories are the practices that go towards keeping a supply chain running and improving, moving towards its efficiency and responsiveness for the benefit of most of the people inside the particular link. It is not for all the links, but it is for the particular link. The people, those who are going to be integrated in the supply chain are the customer, the purchasers or the purchasing supplier, and then inventory management control, and then demand and lead time. Then these are all the material management and manufacturing, remanufacturing, assembly lines, storage and transportation, order fulfillment at last. All these chains will be integrated to make it effective. So it is a collection of suppliers required to create one specific product for a company. So these are all the group of people those who are working on that. Supply chain integration is a large scale business strategy that brings as many links of the chain as possible into the closer working relationship with each other. The goal is to improve response time, production time, and reduce the cost and the waste. Every link in the chain should get benefit out of it. The integration may be done tightly through a merger or with other firms or another firms in the supply chain, or loosely through sharing information and working more exclusively with a particular supplier or with a particular customer. And in the later case, the supply chain isn't truly owned by one company, but the various links operate at most as if one company to increase efficiency and benefit everyone through steady, reliable business. Objectives of the integrated supply chain. So to keep up with the slimming margins or increasing the increasing competition scenario, decreasing the amount of differentiation between brands, more and more companies, and this will be understanding of how and why is the most important part of competing in the globalized marketplace. So the deeper objectives are it will allow the organizations to compete the better on cost by eliminating the wasted time and the materials, and also it will discuss about having fewer middlemen, how we have to limit the middlemen and what is their roles and responsibilities, and enable organizations to shorten their product life cycle, having fewer links in the supply chain from back to front, and tighten the coordination between the delivery channels, the warehousing unit, and the transportation. And also it allows the organizations to respond faster to change in the market, to create a change in the market and changes in the market, and stay climbs to new markets for an yearly advantage. So these are all the basic goals which we will be discussing it in this integration part of it. And there are two types of integrations which will occur in the supply chain. One is the horizontal integration, the next one is the vertical integration. So let's see the first concept as horizontal integration. What is meant by horizontal integration? Horizontal integration involves as many moves related to the same level of the chain as the organization making them. Integration could include merging with or purchasing firms that supply similar products, such as a central processing unit manufacturer buying another in order to serve a larger swath of the CPU market. This type of relationship could help the firm gain many more customers and give them greater control over the price and the supplies of the CPU. Then this is what the horizontal integration model. Purchase of competing companies in the same industry, and there will be a smartphone ODM, and you can see that there are independent CPU manufacturers, and everybody will be united together, and they will be horizontally integrated. And the vertical integration. Vertical integration refers to any moves that include different levels of chain. It could involve merging and buying out a link ahead or before your organization, or possibly developing your own capabilities for handling the entire supply chain, the front to back end. For example, if the CPU manufacturer mentioned earlier also purchased a smartphone product development firm, and they would control more levels of their supply chain, the major parts of the products. So this is vertical integration, and this type of acquisition should gain the firm greater control over their cost, net them a larger share of profits, and reduce waste and time spent in the productions. This is a vertical integration model. You can see that purchase of companies at all levels of production. So smartphone retail store will be there, and they will have a smartphone ODM, and CPU manufacturers will be supported by that, and that also they have. And then microchip component suppliers, and they also have metal commodities and suppliers. So everybody will be integrated or connected directly in this line in the vertical format. So that's what it is called as the vertical integration. The concept of vertical integration as it exists today come in 1880s itself, from Andrew Carnegie, contemporary of fellow tycoon John Rockefeller, with an early interest in steel. Carnegie expanded his operations by buying iron mines and railroad companies, effectively lowering his cost and increasing productivity across the board. And this move helped Carnegie to raise a status that set many lasting institutions into place, and didn't trigger the same monopoly fears as Rockefeller's horizontal integration strategy of buying up all his competition. Being able to grow without antitrust suits is one of the major benefits of vertical integration over horizontal integration, but it does require significantly more investment. The company, that's what from the beginning itself, when we are going for the integration, it should be suitable only for the large companies who is having very good capital amount. One example we often deal in this integration part of it is P&G and Walmart. This is a famous example. The people, those who are studying the retail logistics supply chain, must know about this particular case. So, example of loosely integrated supply chain is this P&G and Walmart. So, Procter & Gamble is one of the most prolific the famous consumer goods producers in the world. As they scaled up their manufacturing capabilities to keep up with the fluctuating demand and prices, they sought a better way to stabilize supply and demand to end promo-driven pricing. So P&G formed a famous partnership with super retail store Walmart, becoming an exclusive supplier of some of the products categories they produced for their big box retail, and integrating their weekend information systems to ensure they matched stock perfectly across stores rather than oversupplying them and discounting as before. Though neither firm owned the other, their loose vertical integration of information and product supply chains enabled both companies to increase their sales eightfold. So this is one of the major examples. Everybody should know about it in the case of integration part of it. Especially this is a loosely integrated supply chain model which is very famously called as P&G and Walmart. So this model will help you to identify the different loosely integrated supply chains. The examples of tightly integrated supply chain is telecoms. Example of the tightly integrated supply chain, it talks about the Dell computers, and notable third-party PC manufacturer Dell is studying in vertical supply chain excellence. Their strategy was to examine the things they weren't good at, so that which they are not able to use to the maximum lesser price or maximum quality, such as software, and which is always supplied by Microsoft and their partners, and they retail it and resell it. They instead narrow down their core competencies, enabling fast delivery of supplier or the superiors, made it to order PC hardware directed to consumers with an integrated supply chain. So the company handled the product design and development and assembly and delivery of final products. Dell vertically integrated everything in its in-house supply chain, save for parts procurement, and reap the benefits of low excess inventory and just-in-time delivery to customers to meet the PC market's growth for a very long time. So this is one of the tightly integrated supply chain Dell computers model. I think people should know about the integration style. The next is your biggest challenges in the supply chain. We have a lot of challenges in the supply chain. Number one is, before bargaining with the specialities of integration, it's important to understand what problems plague supply chains in the first place. Order changes and cancellations. Even you can see that people will be ordering it immediately when you cancel. This is very often happening in the retail industry. This happens at the end of the supply chain, and since vexations throughout, retailers stuck with excess product. The wholesaler does sometimes deals with fewer orders and packing up inventory, and every other supplier feels the waves. So not only one person, every supplier will have the same feel of cancellation of orders, and last moment the stock will be stuck. Plus, consumer with dictates, changes, and cancellations, meanings that there is little way to predict it. We cannot predict it. Certain customers will come and even make up to the card and how to pay. Then they will post it and they will pay it. At last, in the last process, whether you would be confirmed with your payment, that time they will close it. So, and every case could have different reasons. Even if you are making a purchase online for any products, electronic goods or something, you may be choosing it and you may be dropping it in the cart. Even the mobile models or the mobile accessories, at that time some pop-ups or some ads may be coming there, and which you feel very comfortable, and immediately you will cancel that. Even after going to the payment gateway, if your GPay or your other accounts, online gateways, which is making little bit delay, that time even our one-time failure may also make you to rethink the order, and sometimes this will give you the bad experience. You will even cancel the entire order. Next is about the workers available. Companies provide goods and production orders based on expected capacity, and when workers are ill or otherwise unexpectedly absent, that can dramatically affect the supplier's capacity and also their capability. This scenario is especially true in the age of automation, where a few workers are required, but in each responsible responsible for overseeing the smooth production of many units. This is very much possible in the case of service industries. Even you can see the technicians, those who are coming to your office. You may be looking online asking them to come for a AC service or some washing machine services. But immediately means lack of persons may create a lot of problems in the supply chain. A single person may be coming in different places with different timings, which may not be suitable for the customers. In the competitive scenario, you may be cancelling that particular service provider's services. And the next is about the production facility failure. Like with workers, unexpected mechanized and software problems with manufacturing plants can devastate the supply chain, especially if it is operating on just in time or the lean manufacturing. So you will be facing a lot of problems about the production facility failures. Then we are going to talk about the delivery of materials, late delivery. This is very much important. People even with very high inventories, sometimes due to very big offers and orders, they couldn't even do things. That is again a big problem for them. You can identify that. The logistical problem that can stem out from a number of transportation issues from the existing traffic pollution. As is severe as genuine, especially in the metropolitan cities, the delivery of materials may be delayed. It may be of genuine reason, but people will not accept it, and it may be of theft and privacy. Recently, you might have been witnessed that some of the food service providers video on the social media that someone was tasting the food and they was delivering it. Someone was pouring the food down and they were again repack it and then bring it back. These type of small informations may mislead the consumers, and if there is any delay of delivery, even that will create a big challenge for the supply chains, depending on which the regions the supply chain also serves. And the supply chain challenges, when we started counting about it, it will be an endless process. The biggest challenge again is the suppliers' conflicting and obligations. Independent suppliers all have one honest goal, make us much money as possible by taking as many orders as possible, especially the lunch orders you can find out. And in non-integrated chains, this means that they might have some tolerance or for overlap between different customers' orders. Even the delivery may be, sometimes you may order for fried rice, someone order for the other plain rice, and this may be because of huge orders, this may be misplaced. And should one customer decide to increase production, another suddenly might be out of a production facility because of the suppliers overcommitting. And the next is about the adversarial relationships, whether for the conflicting obligations cited above or for simple reasons of maintaining secrecy and negotiation advantages. Customers and suppliers may have a relationship that's more fuel for than a friend. They did not share risk of benefits and lose out on potential gains from working more closely together. And the next point is the transactional relationship. Even when not adversarial, supplier and customer relationship in non-integrated chains could be just business relationships, nothing more than that. And you are also one of the customer for them, or you are also one of the business provider. Emphasizing direct delivery and cost with no added values. Every deal is a new negotiation focused on the bottom line, according to the bottom line, and terribly short-sighted. That is what we should look into this transactional relationships challenges. And the limited communication. Non-integrated supply chains may only talk to the firms just one or two links away from them, whether up or down the chain. If they have a buying relationship with the link before, they are focused on minimizing the cost, and seeing a relationship with the next link focused on maximizing profit, they cannot learn about bigger impending problems or greater opportunities further up or down the chains. Then the challenges when you are talking about before the integration, the supply chain matters a lot. The points what we summarized here may be very meager points, but there are a lot of again still more points to be discussed. Then how to create a supply chain strategy, because we have a lot of hindrances, we have a lot of troubles. So when deciding how to position your organization in the market or your products in the market, which of the challenges you are facing it should be identified as the first source. So you should identify what are the sources I have to talk about, and use the frameworks to make some honest choices on what supply chain strategy we need to make to be competitive. Define the strategy and vision of the role in the ACM which plays within that organization. It's a practice for reducing waste, speeding up of the delivery, or tightening relationships with the partners, or for market dominance and increasing barriers to entry for new competitors. You should refer to every part of your strategy and methods for the growth in this vision, and decide what your firm and ultimately your supply chain will compete on. Low cost or differentiation. Which one you want? The low cost supply chains requires only cutting out middlemen and limiting the transportation needs and reducing specialization to save dollars at every stage. Differentiation is something different, which may require special relationship with the manufacturers who can respond to specific customer requirements or requests, weigh down the supply chain promptly, and divide every supply chain activity into in-source and outsource. In-source or outsource. Determine what your firm does create better than anybody else, and double down all activities that fall under this facet. This category. If your company creates value in something that others cannot in-source it, then determine if you can reasonably invest in new competencies, or if it will never be profitable or efficient, and partner up with the outsourced suppliers accordingly. So the strategy formulation should consider define the vision and the mission, and define the ultimate goal, and then you should divide every supply chain activity into insourcing or outsourcing of it. So to assess your supply chain architecture, this is what architecture you should plan it. Your supplier, your manufacturer, your distributor, your retailer, and shops. You have a product, you have information, you have finance, and at the same time, how you're going to integrate it. Access your supply chain architecture. How is this chain designed? What are your logistics realities? How are information flows set up? And what are the informations you are going to pass in that? What is the timeline of the cash flows? Without deliberate management, differences have formed a tangle web over time as the organization grew, born out of convenience or necessity. Each represents an area for improvement as you are going to create your strategy formulations. Consider your organization's current abilities and future plans in products and service design, and also determine the level of integration which you are going to have it, the level you want it really, and the tolerance level for each your organization. Sometimes the integration we may be needing, we may be in need of it, but we wouldn't tolerate certain type of company policies or other things. So if you want to create more customized made to order experiences, for example, investing in vertical integration may be worth it. If you want to be go to parts and suppliers for your industry, horizontal integration would be a strong choice. That will be recommended. Make supply chain decisions that cause your organization to be more like one it claims and aims to be for your customers. So the one is the baseline. This level of integration has has a lot of slotted information as each department in one company works on issues separately. And the functional integration, if you wanted, you have to go with the information and operations are shared throughout all your departments in one company working to increase your efficiency. And there is internal integration. That means that all departments are connected in one IT structure, but each link in the chain is still functionally separated, working off their own innovations or their own motivations. And there are external integrations. So the external integration, all companies in their supply chain are sharing information and operating merely as one to fulfill customer needs and increase efficiency and profits all around. So, which type of organizational ability plans or the integration you needed, you should plan accordingly. Whether I need a baseline or a functional integration or an internal or an external integration, what type of integration I needed for my organization should be planned well in advance. And these are all the major benefits of the supply chain integration model. When we should analyze how does integration help companies to overcome the challenges in their supply chain and meet their strategies when they put forth or set forth the supply chain integration benefits include the better understanding of customers and serve them. That is the major part of it. And the second advantage is more cost effective because we have to work on the cost effectiveness and increase the return on investment on the margin, profits, etc. And at the same time, we have to be very careful in reducing the wastages of material, time, manpower, and also the suppliers' redundancy functions, etc. Then we should concentrate, keep up with the demand, and be more flexible to change the market. Less risk and enhanced competitiveness is also one of the major advantage of the supply chain integration. And better opportunity for investment when operating with collective power. If you're working with one single company, it will be very less time to grow. But we are integrating, then we will have other people also to grow along with us. Whenever they are growing, we will also grow by technology or by cost cutting or by transformation of knowledge or by information, anything. Get yearly warnings for probably anywhere in supply chain for the information sharing. So anything happen in the industry, either you may be knowing it or your partner company may be knowing it or your integrated line may be, the line links may be knowing it. So well in advance you know about the market conditions, recessions, the high demand which you are going to face it or the competitiveness of the industry. Everything you can analyze it through the integration process of supply chain. And vertical, specifically when you are talking about the vertical integration benefits, it's better quality control. Since all links are working to the same goal and same products, so you can have a better control over them. And you can also have a low cost products. You can lower the cost because they are exclusively working for them and the end consumers with the elimination of middlemen. So you'll be directly working with their consumers and the producers. Increased control of market share and raised barriers to entry for competitors. When you started working in the vertical integration, so this is what a model you like Dell computers. You can identify very clearly the competitors and eliminate the reliance competitors and the suppliers with conflicts of interest also. If that is anything which is in that segment. Then how to integrate supply chain. This is a very big question which will be in the minds of everyone. With a strategy in hand and benefits to your company on the books, it's time to look at how to get everyone else on board. This includes people in the firm, in our own organization or in the industry, and the organizations throughout the supply chain. Start by convincing the people who are relevant parties in your organization that integration will benefit the entire firm. It is not only going to be the benefit of you as the retail manager or the retail supply chain link, it will also benefit the entire people. So use the benefits of integration from this particular article which was given in the blog, that is smartly, and find the data specific to your company that can be supporting this link. So that is one of the source material which I got. It was a very big link which is giving a lot of information about that. You can also get that. And there are a lot of templates which is available online. So people, the retailers especially, can go for these type of integrations. Even the manufacturers, directly if you are dealing online, you can also go for these type of people, consultants, who are ready to help you to integrate the supply chain. And it will reduce the redundancy, carefully selecting partner suppliers with whom you want to tightly integrate and with the logistics informations, etc. Or you want to loosely integrate with people that should be identified. Create an end-to-end plan that makes integration logical, touches as few hands as possible, and covers the variances in your production needs with the possibility of increasing all companies to group on it. With the preferred suppliers selected, demonstrate to them that this is what the best interest, this is what the line we are going to work on it, and compelling them to integrate it because they are wasting their time and their warehouse cost will be reduced, and lots and lots of other benefits will be there. The bottom line is it's important for suppliers, manufacturers, product developers, wholesalers, shippers, and retailers alike. So be sure to have sales projections as well along with these things. And pitching the integration to partners, find ways to add values to all buyers and suppliers. That will be the final chain. And improve service levels through closer commitment with all parties. And also, once again, you have the partners on board, and it's the time to begin integrating functions. And also, you should use some logistics supply chain management software. It will be idle, but this depends upon the chains you would like to integrate or you would like to decide. Or if you are having a provision for that, then you can go along with that. Otherwise, it is not necessary. Extended enterprise. As at this level, the information shared throughout the chains organization, improving relationships and blurring the boundaries to allow for better outcomes will be involved in that. Then virtual integration, as you all know, that at this level, all partner organizations use the exact same information system and software. So you're not only sharing data, but it is also accessible to all relevant parties in the chain. Everyone can operate on the same data. And so a super efficient company at this level, highest level, are not only you sharing information, but they will also get the information processes from big data companies, data mining companies. You have like different departments at the same company, smoothly receiving orders, manufacturing products, and transporting them where they need to be. You might even appoint inter-organizational managers and oversee managers, oversee coordinators in the specific transition points, and implement lean and JIT agile practices to make it feasible. With the supply chain fully integrated, all partner organizations can have the reliable and order quantities that may increase their profit, gather intelligence via supply chain, and aware about what the competitors are planning for month ahead or in future what will be the market condition, and you should also know about what is the job of each member in the line, and how it can be improved with efficiency that mutually benefits everyone throughout the chain, which each one should strongly believe in the industry to grow. Everybody ultimately they want to grow, that is the main aim. And creating a shared vision, how we discussed about it already, the challenges about it. Some of the other customer-centric matrices are available, and the supply chain integration process will have miscommunication. It may have different customer segments where we have to concentrate on that. And IT infrastructure, financial and intangible results, which is also affecting the challenges of vertical integrations. And developing analytics capabilities to make effective decisions in a complex partnership can be overcome. So integration is easy in theory, but it is difficult in practice is the conclusion point which I want to give you. And building trust both sides and between organizations in the supply chain. And sharing risk and rewards among supply chain partners is the way pursued by all the people in this particular point of chain. So everybody should focus on the challenges and should form strategies. The challenges, especially with the vertical integrations, maintaining a strong leadership in the company with a mixed set of cultures in the manufacturing, in the design, and the marketing. Potential loss of strategic core competencies through overexpansion, higher cost for initial investments in upstream and downstream companies, and less flexibility to changes due to all partners relying on the same product's performance, weaken the incentives of suppliers control and quality price due to lack of competition, guaranteed sale, or the specific vertical integration challenges. And what are the key elements of effective supply chain integration? Suppose if I want to make a supply chain integration, what is the effective supply chain key elements that I should look into? It puts the customers first. So in all the challenges, we are taking customer as the first link. So all the processes are processing towards only to reach the customer delight. Keeping the motto for every collective decision in perspective. Customer is the main focus. The second one is it has a total commitment of upper management throughout the chain, so that very small setback doesn't risk destroying the partnership. The entire process should be within one database, so all partners have equal access to the information. This will reduce the information lagging, which encourages the open communication. And the integration doesn't link enterprise resource planning, ERP, and technology, but it also links mindsets and goals of each and every link in that particular integration. And the purchasing department is at the center and is the final authority on decisions in order to keep costs down and benefits back ready. And this is the smartsheet.com. Smartsheet.com is one such a consultant where you can get a lot of information in that if you want to go for an integration. They have models in that. So the materials are also adapted from them. So key elements of effective chain integration talks about segmented markets, help to anticipate changing needs to determine the true requirements of the supply chain. With a lot of experiences, this Smartsheet.com might have been written about the key elements, because the in-depth analysis of these points will give you a very good success. And work is relocated to whoever performs them best to strengthen the chain. Activities are not performed more than once, so you eliminate redundancy in chain. And trading partners should agree on same matrices and reward systems, so that different organizations are working towards conflicting objectives. Face-to-face contact is increased, as this allows for cultivating the best ideas and forming trust and chain members. So with all these key points from the job strain, so I can just come to the last part of the conclusion, smart sheet. The one point which I told you should be very, very clear on that is integration is a very, very easy concept in the theory. Whether you will be integrating vertically or you may be integrating horizontally, but in the practice, it is giving a very tough task for the management to operate on it. Anyway, if you start doing it, it will be giving you unexpected benefits in this sector. Thank you very much. Keep on learning. For further readings, you can go to the sites which I referred at, or you can go to my material also. Thank you.